Ready.
The country hasn't seen when you get, 6 or 7 kids on the same team getting college scholarships in, the 7th and 8th grade. It was unheard of. Pepe, the biggest one, he has 7. Zach has 3, and Kasani has 3.
The dream team is different because we have many different players that can put on a show. So on this team, there's a lot of players that's really good on our team.
Easy, easy. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Dream team.
A lot of kids were being trained, but they weren't being developed by coaches and, the parks that they were being sent to. And I think the biggest thing that I wanted to do is mold them for the position that they will be playing in high school, in college, and, just preparing them for the next level. My name is Mike Evans. I'm the head football coach of the Lace Facts Dream Team.
Good job, Donovan.
Lace Facts Dream Team is a 14U team, 8th grade team. We travel around the country and play some of the top teams and just prepare these kids for high school.
Say go.
This was the first year, of course, for them being 14 years old, but we've been together for years, just developing the kids and preparing them for this moment to go to high school.
Come on, get out. Go. Good job.
My name is Zechariah Ford. I'm 15 years old and I play corner. The thing that's different about the Dream Team and the thing that I appreciate about the Dream Team is they are focused on more developing the players rather than just winning. They're focused on getting players ready for high school.
My name is Kasani Giles. I'm 15 years old and I play receiver. Mike puts us in better situations than other 14U teams. So we get to talk to college coaches, go on college trips as 14-year-olds, and then we're better. We get put in better situations.
My name is Kenai Pepe. I'm 14 years old and I play left tackle. There's D1 athletes on both sides of the ball. The coaching, like Mike, it's just really good.
Playing for the Dream Team is really cool because I get to play with my brothers. We also get to get better and just get ready for high school.
I tell them all the time, and it's fate, we was meant to come together. But for the most part, they found me.
Bet you I know what route y'all doing. Slant wheel, basic principles. One dude off, y'all tight like that, easy. Y'all be cold if one got in front of the other one.
My background, I played at the University of Louisville. I'm from Los Angeles. I had a chance to go play professional ball. After that's done, it's like, okay, what's the next thing I'm gonna do? Coming from the inner city, the issues that they go have to overcome and different things that they have to, push past to be able to get to the highest level. So that's why I feel like I need and I should be in a position to help these kids.
Bro, you gotta be aware of everything that's going on around you. He motion, he can crack back you. So if you hear and you see the crackback coming, all right, you hear, you watching as they come, right? You wanna come here, and then still keep outside. If they cut back, you got linebackers there.
During practice, we practice everything. Footwork, catching, throwing, everything.
New plays that our coaches assign to us so that we can use those plays in the game, and those plays can help us win, and just being open up to the coach's ideas and understanding why he's calling those certain plays.
I'm got here, okay, but here, I'm in a better predicament. Got it? So make sure I'm getting in here in the gap right now.
So my supporting staff is guys that I played with, guys that I trained with, and people that I know that has some familiar stories as a kids that are here. A lot of kids' stories are unique, but they're all the same, being that we are from the inner cities. Basically all our guys that help the kids are former pros or former college players.
A lot of double teams when these guys are trying to get outside to that 6-hole, so making sure our guys can fight that double team and maintain their gap. These are drills in high school. I coach high school ball as well, so these are everyday drills. So these are main key drills because for the most part, for D linemen, this is the main licks you'll get is these double teams and find over these reach blocks.
A few of them are dads. We've been blessed to have Eli Rogers from the Steelers come and coached our team this year, which is a big blessing. He played with me at University of Louisville. He just happened to be out in LA for this year. And, you know, I called him, said, hey, our kids need your help, and he made sure he was there.
Oh, man, I'm just out here with the kids, man, helping my good friend Mike Evans. You know, what I do is just look at the player, and from that, I coach him. I can put my hand on you all day, but step there. Now I gotta open up, I gotta do something. Always keep that in mind. But we ain't running away from nothing. We ain't running away from nothing. But we just trying to get in our route. Giles, number 8, he's really strong, you know, so I focus more on strength with him. You know, that's why I think he was really good at the last drill where we attack the defender and run through him.
He puts us in like NFL situations, like he talks about what he did in the NFL and like how to run our routes like NFL players, so I feel like it's good.
Get a good tempo though, like, and get up out of there.
His training has helped me become a better corner because I'm able to understand how a receiver thinks.
We still gonna take that same step because we trying to still get him to open up. Got it? 1, 2, just a 1, 2. Set, go. Nice. Set, go. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's why you going upfield. Cause he playing a technique. What they do, they usually go like this and then get out of there, right? So when they go here, you gonna go there. Now he finna open up. Now you could go back under him, really, but that's where that stick come at, the double stick, so it's gonna freeze him, and then you go. All right, set, go. Nice. I relate to all the kids, but these kids in particular, I got a soft spot for them.
He's in our group message with the receivers, so he talks to them, he lets them know what they're doing right and wrong, helping inspire the kids. It does a lot.
I don't like going fast, like doing routes, because it ain't really about how fast you go. It's about who get in and out the break. Boy, when I get to the top of this route, I gotta beat him back to the ball. That's it. So that's why we don't take false steps. So we just gonna run a curl. We running out the break. We should be in and out 2 steps. I'm gonna give you 3 though, because it's y'all first day. Set, go. Nice. I like that. Yeah, high knees. Set, get a good tempo though, like. And get up out of there. Set, go. Nice. Set, go. Set, go.
When he's like showing us how to do certain drills, I'm looking from both perspectives. I'm looking for a receiver's perspective and I'm looking from a DB's perspective. So I just appreciate his training and it just helps me all around.
Hey, get your base, get lower. I could have got all in your chest just then.
Like, not only is he a receiver coach, but he coaches everybody on the field. So like, he coaches linemen, like how to get off the ball, coach quarterbacks how to throw, and like he would run with us during conditioning.
Set, go. There you go. I'm coming through clear, y'all. All right. Set, go. Good.
Down.
Dream team on me, dream team on 3, 1, 2, 3. Dream team.
They finna scrimmage over here.
Nice time though, nice time though. First and 15 for the Colts. Running back adjustment. From the shotgun. Back look, swing pass to the left. He has room, he steady steps, he moves. He's knocked out of bounds. First and 10 Colts. Coach all the offensive line, and I'm the vice president of the chapter now. Oh man, nice blocking. What, number 16, what's 16 doing, Coach?
Basically what scrimmaging does, it allows you to fail without it being on your record. You know, it allows us to see what kids can do certain things, and puts us in a position as coaches to see what we need to work on before the season starts. So the importance of the scrimmage is to actually like prepare us for the actual season. Well, I think that the pros are interested in helping these kids is because we didn't have it. And we struggled. We were blessed to have an opportunity to go as far as we did. But it was so many hurdles that we had to go and a lot of things that we had to accomplish, you know, on our own. We just say to ourselves, like, man, if we had this, like, man, we'd be so much further than we went. Like, we weren't first-round draft picks, you know, had a chance to play, which is a blessing, but a lot of these kids will be first-round draft picks and second-round draft picks, and, you know, just because they're guided by guys that did it. A lot of teams in the youth space, they just focus on winning. You know, I focus on the individual kid and helping them win in life. So parents saw the vision and understand the value in that, and they brought their kids to me.
What are you gonna do on Saturday?
Yeah, pick 6, score touchdowns, no catches allowed, DBU, ball out.
How many hours do you think you put into each season?
Oh, we play like an average of 13 games, right? And we have practice 3 times a week for 2 hours, so that's 6 hours a week times 13, that'll be like 78 hours, I would say.
Plus training.
Yeah, training.
So that's probably
double.
I don't even know, like 200? I don't know.
One, two, three.
The Lace Facts Dream Team is a 14U team, 8th grade team. We travel around the country and play some of the top teams and just prepare these kids for high school. We dedicate ourselves to our craft. And the kids train 6 days out the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we practice. They play on Saturday. In the off season, it's the same schedule, but Saturdays is 7-on-7 and track or any other sport that they play.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the entire world, I want you to meet a coach. I'm gonna have him introduce himself. I'm Coach G, but it's not about me. It's about him. He's the offensive line coach here at this 14U Lace Facts program. And he does an excellent job. And I know his coach who taught him a few things too. No line, no shine. That part. Like that at a young age. Yeah, no line, no shine. Say your name. Man, I'm Coach Avery, man. Jacob Avery, that's my name. This is Coach G, coached when I was a youth. I ended up playing college ball at Mississippi Valley State. Now I sell homes, give back to the community by coaching these kids. At the end of the day, this football is still a game of chess, so you want to make sure that force is there.
They play both sides, so every kid on our team plays offense and defense.
Yeah, because we have like a really small team, so like all the players play both sides of the ball.
We also practice technique for defense. We practice like zones, because we're not always just running one type of play on defense. We're running zone and man.
It being a trend at youth where people have their kids only play one side of the ball. Of course, I don't agree with it because I came up playing line and linebacker, and I'm a cornerback. You know, I didn't grow to be the size of those guys. But if you play those different positions at youth, then you're developing and creating a situation where wherever they put you in high school and college, you already played. So you'll have a lot of success at it.
Just like that.
Last season, I was a defensive end, and then this season I had to change into offensive lineman.
It's a lot of times that I see things click. I got kids on the team, like the kid Zach. Zach was a running back, and when I saw him, I said, okay, you play running back in Pop Warner. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna play running back in high school just by how his body is. And he started playing defensive back, and it was like, oh, it was so hard for him to adjust to a totally different position.
Before I was on the Dream Team, I played linebacker. So me transitioning from linebacker to corner has been one of the hardest things I've had to do.
You know, it was one day at practice and he just started playing corner good, you know, and I'm like, well, it clicked, it's clicking, and you understand it. You know, of course, he's a kid that wants to continue to grow and get better, but that's one situation that took a kid that never played a position and it clicked, you know, 2-3 years down the line.
When I say up, you say 1. And you go down, up, 2.
Practice is like for 30 minutes, we straight condition.
Up, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 6.
And then we go into plays, and then after we condition again.
Lando, don't do that, Lando. Don't do that today. Get up there.
Coach, he pushes us hard so that we could be game ready and so that we are able to play 4 quarters.
You know, when a kid come and try to be on our team and they come and they see how much we run, a lot of kids don't return. You know, we probably run for about an hour before we start actually practicing. So you definitely have to be ready for that.
Run up if you try, I'll be with my guys. Lunati. Turn me up.
It's 2 different type of fatigue. So you have mental fatigue, where you just are not up for doing things. And then you have the fatigue where you've been doing things too long and you just need a break. As far as mental fatigue, you know, we give them breaks, you know. We have get-togethers and we just try to, you know, stay focused and stay together as one family.
Yeah, me and Giles went go-karting.
Run up if you try, I'll be with my guys. I know you can't see me, keep a massive for the skies, like, on my vibe. Don't ruin my night. I don't want to see none of.
It was fun because we were building a bond outside of football and also still being competitive.
Taking time off the field with my teammates, build your relationship. Without a strong relationship, you guys are not really like a team. So I think it's really important.
Spending time with my teammates is very good. One, because I get to enjoy myself and be with my friends, and also it builds up a competitive nature when we do things together that involves like a competition.
What I like about go-karts is like the competitiveness, because I like being competitive.
I'm a competitive person, so like going against Zach and Sean and Mike, you know, It was very fun going against them.
I be with my guys. I know you can't see me keep. I don't wanna stand on my
And it's just a good time to have fun and just bond with your teammates and also get to know them better and also help you out on the field because your chemistry level will be higher. Me being very vocal on the field, that just allows me to help my team out. Just like a spotter warning the driver about his next turn, he's allowing him to understand where he needs to go in order to make the best turn to help win the race.
If you don't interact with your teammates outside of football, then you guys won't have a strong bond.
We do a lot of stuff together on and off the field.
It's times where we're at football practice and I get aggressive with them and, you know, sometimes get real physical with them and let them know, like, okay, you're not the biggest. This is what the biggest feel like. And they're like, okay, Mike, I got to get stronger. I think Pepe probably can get me now, but I just stay away from him.
We practiced at Victoria Park. It's in Carson, California.
It's funny because I grew up playing at that same park, so these kids play at the same place that I grew up playing. I feel like the atmosphere of Victoria Park is big because it's a lot of legends that came out of there. Robert Woods played there. He was under me, which is a great mentor for these kids that he comes and talks to them a lot. A lot of different people came from Victoria Park and played.
I'd say the condition of the park is pretty bad. A lot of potholes.
They be like, man, the potholes, and I tell them the stories about how I used to twist my ankles in the potholes, and it's unique and it's funny because I'm able to relate to them on that part. Just off my team, Altron Werner went to UCLA, played for the Tennessee Titans and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Donovan Warren played at University of Michigan. Played, I believe, at the Browns. Robert Wood, like I said, he was younger than me. Deion Bailey went to USC, played in the NFL. It's just so many. I mean, I think it's over 40 guys that came from this park. My dad and mom, you know, always put me in a position to just being able to have the resource to tutors or to have somebody there to guide me academically, which helped me. Now, I had a lot of friends that struggled. They didn't have anybody to talk to. They just struggled. The parents are, you know, amazing, and they trust in me to guide their kids to where they want to go. They all had potential, and just molded them into what I felt like, you know, they needed to be a top kid in the country.
13U, they just go low. They just go low. That's all they can do is go low.
Why do you say that?
Because they're not strong enough. They're not big enough to hit us head up, so they just go low.
Good job, Pepe. Good job, Pepe. Go, Sean. Go. Run him over.
Like, his priorities for us are really high.
To be good role models for the younger kids.
And showing them what to do and what not to do.
And I train hard so I can teach them that when you train hard, it goes on the field with you.
Of course, as they walk into high school, the level of training goes down, and we kind of focus more so on the obvious skill sets that we have to work on for them to get better. Always speed, strength, and technique is always like the foundation of everything that we do. But it's a whole different ball game now, because now we're not just talking about football. Like, they like girls, they want to go out, they want to do certain things. So my thing is to create the balance of letting them understand you're kids, you want to have fun, but it's so much more fun when you go to college.
Hey, come on. Bring it in. Boys, don't forget your push-up. Come on.
Big team on me, big team on three.
Wait. Ready? Dream team on me, G3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dream team!
Let's go the field.
Hey, jog off.
They've been listening as so far. Getting a scholarship younger is becoming the new norm. I've had a kid, 8 years old that had a scholarship. A kid 10 had a scholarship. A scholarship is like the stamp to say, okay, this guy is for real. There's only 1% of people in the world that get scholarship, and the fact that they're in middle school and they're receiving that, it says a lot. I know a lot of people only see the ending, but they don't see the steps that we take to get to that point.
Touchdown. Good job, Reed!
Dream team on me, G3 on 3.
Wait. Ready?
Dream team on me, G3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dream team!
Let's go the field.
Hey, jog off.
The Lace Facts Dream Team is a 14U team, 8th grade team. We travel around the country and play some of the top teams and just prepare these kids for high school. I tore my ACL when I was in college, and I set out a year before I came back, and it was hard coming back. For the kids that get hurt and wants to come back, I let them know, like, look, you can come back and mess yourself up for life, and then you can't play college football, you can't play high school football, or you can take this time off, get stronger, let it heal, and then you can play again, and you will be able to play high school and college.
There we go. Come on, we're gonna let you go. Let him go. Let him walk. All right. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Scared you a little bit?
If they hurting, then if you can't go, we sit you out, especially if it's anything from the lower half, legs, and head is a no-go. If it's your finger, we're playing, So we still have to teach mental strength and overcoming little minor things, but anything major, you're gonna sit out. It's fun traveling with the boys. When we travel, it's cool to see their faces when they see a town that they never seen before or go somewhere that they never been before. We do this because, one, in high school, it's got to a point where top high school teams travel and play out of state.
Traveling with the team, we play a lot, so it's fun.
Of course, college, you play different places, you get on airplanes. So we try to just get them prepared for the life that they're about to live in the next 4 to 8 years, being in high school, being in college.
Our team chemistry really comes from when we travel and stuff.
We traveled to Texas and played a team. We had teams in Arizona that we played, Vegas, and a lot of local teams as well.
About to go out to Oakland. We got a game, 14U game against one of the teams up north. Go out here and get some business done.
We played a team in Oakland called 300.
I think the ride was like 7 hours. I mean, if it's a sport that you really love, then it's not really a problem traveling to play games.
You can play some really good teams and get better from those games. And also you get to experience playing in a different state where there's a different environment.
Good job, Deshaun.
I mean, you can only understand the game from experience. The typical practice and warm-up that we have is, your regular traditional stretches, ABC skips, and, just getting a body warmed up and prepared for whatever we're about to do.
Good job. Get a break, get in his zone. Get a break, hey, get a break. Hey, fellas, you gotta wake up, be aggressive. Let's attack them first.
Feel good out here, baby.
Away games are challenging just because sometimes when you go, just getting them where they go to sleep early, because of course when they travel they want to be up all night and playing the video games and just experiencing a kid life. So we have to try to create that balance. Okay, you can do this from this time, but this time it's lights off. So.
We needed that, boy. Let's go. That's too easy. Hey, Deshaun, that's what they gonna keep doing.
My favorite game of this season was when we played in Oakland because of the pick I had. I think that's one of my fastest, or that's when I ran one of my fastest. So that's really my favorite game of the season. Any win is good to me. I feel the same any win, so.
Listen to my coach a little bit more and understand what he was trying to say, because once I listened to him, there was a different outcome.
Fourth down? They better not go for it. They go for it, it's gonna get ugly.
It's definitely uncomfortable situations that they're in when they play out of their element. You know, you're used to one weather and then you go out and now you're cramping. You know, you're catching Charlie horses during the game. You got to figure out how to continue to play with that.
Go, quick. Go again, Campos, clean it up.
Get to a point where you're like, oh, Mike told me to drink, you know, my Pedialyte or my Gatorade or water, you know. But all in all, I mean, it's just a different environment that they got to get used to, because for the most part, they're going to go play at these top high schools that's going to travel, and you got to get used to what's going on if you want to perform at a high level on the big stage. Right now, we're not on the big stage. We're at youth football, you know, where you have a chance to fail and learn from your mistakes.
Hey, Sean, y'all still down it, and y'all watch for the fake though with the quarterback.
Since we travel nationally and play, we hit up coaches individually and we rent out a field. We tell all the fans in the city to come out and, you know, we play football. You know, being it's the 14U year, it's their last year before they go to high school, we're able to create these experiences. Off the field, I think the biggest thing that they're learning is how to be social. And I've seen a lot of kids that came to me young. They probably had a problem talking and public speaking, but now, you know, when they play in these type of environments, they're meeting different people. And I think that's big for not just football, but for their life, you know.
One of the hardest things I've had to work on outside of football have been like working on myself and learning how to control my emotions so that I can be a better person.
I learned how to face adversity, because usually every team that we play, like the fans or anybody, they're always against us just because of how our name is, or like they see us getting scholarships and stuff like that, so they just want to beat us badly, and we face adversity.
Getting a scholarship early can be a gift and a curse if it's not treated right. I think that the biggest balance is keeping the kids humble and letting them understand that just because you have a scholarship doesn't mean that it won't get taken away from you, because it's just a verbal agreement between a coach saying, hey, I like you. If you are what you are now, in the next 4 years, you will be able to come here. If you're not, then you're not, you know? So I think that being able to hear that I can possibly be that guy can push you. as long as you're humble and you understand that it's more work to be done to keep it. I wanted my kids to go to IMG. I got kids going to IMG now. I wanted kids to be able to, be in front of magazines. I had a kid that was in front of Sports Illustrated magazine. They attack their goals, I attack mine. Everything that I've said that I wanted for them came true. I do my part, they do their part. I say that all the time to them. I'm gonna do my part, but you do your part and I can get you there.
One, two, three. Dream team. Gonna run off this downfield.
The Lace Facts Dream Team is a 14U team, 8th grade team. We travel around the country and play some of the top teams and just prepare these kids for high school. I think the big thing that makes these kids special is their personalities. These kids are super humble. They call me, hey Mike, I want to train. I rarely have to reach out to them.
We just finished playing the game on Saturday. In Oakland, it was a very competitive game. A lot of these kids haven't played last year due to the pandemic. The game got competitive as we start to, open up the score and things escalated. The kids end up getting into it.
The goal is not just to win football games, it's to create, great athletes in the future and better young men.
After the Oakland, I will call it scuffle, they were kind of down because they only played 2 quarters. I felt like going out there and that ended up happening was more so not a loss, but a lesson for these kids.
Bro, no, am I going to start fighting?
Come on.
Kasani Giles is a player that you can rely on offensively for deep balls. And something that you don't talk about a lot is blocking. A lot of receivers catch touchdowns, they run the ball good, but they don't block well. Kasani is a guy that can catch, can run, but blocks phenomenal, and he takes pride in helping his teammates get into the end zone.
Before I came to the Dream Team, I wasn't developed. I just had a raw talent, but when I came to the Dream Team, they got me more developed. They got me better than I left my old team, and I just became a better overall player because they care for the player rather than just the team.
Zach is a great football player. Mentally he's a strong football player. He's super aggressive. He plays defensive back. Right now he has about 2 interceptions, a few touchdowns on offense, but he prides himself on locking dudes down. So I like Zach and love what he brings to the table as a leader on his team.
They push me to be like the best athlete I could be.
Pepe is one of our leaders on the line. He's a big guy at 6'5", 265, dang near 270. Fast football player, but also, leads on up front. And when you're a football team, you don't need just leaders in the backfield. You need leaders on the line to make sure everybody is physically ready and prepared and in their right gaps and firing off the ball. And he's a guy that brings that to the table on the offense and defense side.
This team has helped me get better in every aspect of my game.
It's very important to build a community. I mean, like they say, it takes a village, and when you have a village and a group of people that all have common interests, anything is possible. And that's what we've been able to create and put together, and we're going to continue to grow and make the next big time players in the NFL. 5 years from now, I can tell you what I did to help them, but as of right now, I'm in the process. I have an end goal for everybody. And I talk to all the parents and I talk to the kids and let you know, the end goal, of course, is college. If you go further than that to the NFL, it's a blessing. Of course, nobody can predict if a kid can go, but we can prepare them for opportunity to go. The fact that we've been to college and we've been away from our parents and families, we know what comes with that. So we help them understand that early, so when they go and they're in that situation, they don't fall for the trap.
I want to play at the highest level. You just can't be complacent, and that's what this season has taught us as a team.
My goal as a football player is to leave a mark when I'm done playing football.
Playing at the highest level and providing for my family.
The kids that, you know, played are all walking into high school with scholarship offers. A lot of the kids that are on the team are going to some of the biggest high schools on scholarship. I think all the kids did what I expected and beyond.
My goal for next season is to start as a freshman, be productive on the field while playing against varsity players.
To be a great person on and off the field.
Getting better and getting to understand how high school football works, and also I want to earn more scholarships.
I think the biggest person that grew this year was Pepe. The year that we played before the pandemic happened, he was probably about 5'9", 5'10", came back 6'5", 6'6". Now he has to play the line. You know, it was funny, I used to tell him, I'm like, what position you want to play? I want to play receiver. And I'm like, okay, you're not the same kid at 12, you know, now you're a lineman, you know, so him understanding that and understanding that playing this position is going to open up more doors for him, benefited him, but also us training him at receiver made him more of a skilled lineman, you know, because you don't see linemen that, you know, can play receiver if they wanted to and, you know, play both sides of the ball and they can actually run, you know. He's definitely somebody special, and seeing him move from a traditional skill to, you know, a lineman this year for the first time, it was something that I enjoyed. When they feel like, oh man, I don't want to change my position, I kind of like go through the past drafts and say, well, this lineman was your size right now, you're an 8th grader, and he was your size and he went first round. Let me try to find a receiver that's 6'5", 6'6", 270. Can't find one, you know? So those are different things that I try to show, and I say, okay, receivers run these type of times. Do you run this time? Okay, well, linemen run this time. Okay, you're faster than a lot of linemen that are in the NFL right now. So it puts him in a situation where you're like, okay, I have the advantage. You get kids that come that might be fast, but not strong. The goal is to get them stronger. You get kids that's not fast, but is strong. You got to get them faster. Or, you know, you just get kids that just individually look the part, but not as good. And it's like, okay, I got to take all three of these guys and make sure that they all have those, you know, traits, and they all have to be fast, they all have to be strong, they all have to be good. So you just put together a plan and really execute it.
Kids play both sides of the ball, so the challenge is keeping them healthy through the year and still pushing them, you know, and it's always a middle ground of like, are we pushing them too much? Are we not pushing them that much? But we still want to continue to develop them so they're ready for the game.
Quick, good job, Will. Good job, good position. Go, finish. Good job. Go. Boom, boom, good job, Clark, good job. Way to be aggressive. Go, finish. Good job, a little bit, go, quick. Better job, Pepe.
These kids play all year, so it's big that the balance of them having fun and being a kid is in the mix of the journey of being a successful player. Like, you want them to have fun. You want to create memorable experiences that they can talk about. You know, we want to create something where they can just chill and not think about this game. They could just be kids. With hard work, anything is possible.
Bring it in.
Wait, don't get your push up.
Come on.
And
Dream team on me, Dream team on 3.
Wait.
Ready? Dream team on me, Dream team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dream team!
Let's go off the field. Hey, jog off.